variables. So variables, when we are finding the least common multiple on variables, what we do is we're going to take, so we're going to go LCM on variables. So we're going to take each unique factor and take highest exponent. So let's look at the example. So we're going to find the least common multiple from the following. So we have a to the fifth r squared t. And we also have a o squared r t to the third. So if you look at these, right, if we were to I just like to rewrite it because I think it helps me. And then when we look at this, right, so let's find all the unique factors. So we have a, we also have o, r, t. So those are unique factors. Now we need to assign highest exponent. Right, we'll take the highest exponent. So if we look at a, let's going to rewrite this. So we have a, this is really 1. Which one of those two have a higher exponent? Well, it's going to be a to the fifth. So we're going to put a to the fifth right there. Then we're going to move on to o. So we have an o. We don't even have an o in the first one. So we just go ahead and take this one. So it's going to be o squared. Next, we're going to look, oh, I also missed this. This has a squared. So now we're going to look at r. When we look at r, we notice that this is r1 and this is r squared. Well, r squared is larger, so we're just going to go r squared. Then the next thing would be t. When we look at t, this is t to the first and this is t, right, cubed. So we're going to take this one. So this would be cubed. So we would take this one. So now let's go ahead and look at the next example. So example 2, we're going to find the least common multiple between these two terms. So we have 8t to the fifth x squared, 10x y to the fourth. Well, let's go ahead and just ignore the numbers for right now. We will have to come back and find the least common multiple between those two numbers. But we're going to look at t to the fifth, x squared, and xy to the fourth. And so we don't forget, we're going to put 8 and 10 here. But we're going to just look at the variables. So let's find all the unique factors. So unique factors are going to be t, x, and y. Right? So unique factors. Now, the highest exponent, we're going to take that one. So when we look at this, well, we notice the first thing is t. Well, the second term doesn't even have t, so we're just going to take this one. So it's t to the fifth. Then we go on to x. If this is x squared, this is x to the first, we're going to go ahead and take x squared. Then we look at y. Well, only this one has a y, so we're going to take that one. So our variables are going to be t to the fifth, x squared, and y to the fourth. But it's not complete answer because we still have to deal with the numbers. So let's go ahead and deal with those numbers. 8 and 10. So we're actually going to find the least common multiple between those two numbers. So if you look, you can go 8, 16, 24, 32, and 40. So let's see if we have anything there. Or let's go up to 48, 56. Now let's do 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And notice we can just stop because 40 is actually going to be our first number that is common between these two numbers. So 40 is our answer for this. So what does this answer then become? Well, this answer becomes 40 t to the 5th x squared y to the 4th. And this would be our least common multiple between these two terms. Now let's do one more example. So example 3, we're going to find the least common multiple between these two terms. So once again, let's go ahead and just write out our variables. And so now, let's go ahead and write our numbers, but in a different color. So we're looking at these two. Let me make sure there's a distinction. So let's find the unique factors just for, right? Well, if we look, we have just A, B, and C. And what's the highest exponent that we'll take of those? Well, if we look at A, notice that actually both are A squared. So we're just going to take A squared. Then we look at B. Which one has a higher exponent? And we're going to actually notice that it's going to be B to the 8th. So let's go ahead and write B to the 8th. Then let's look at C. Well, we have C to the 5th and C to the 4th. Well, C to the 5th is the higher exponent. So we're going to go C to the 5th. Now, we need to go ahead and find the least common multiple between the two numbers. So let's go ahead and look. So we have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27. We'll stop there. 7, 14, 21, and 28. Let's just stop there. And we're going to notice that 21 is actually going to be our least common multiple between these two answers. So what's our answer? Well, our answer, we're going to take 21. So 21, A squared, B to the 8th, C to the 5th. That was so bad. I'm going to rewrite that. C to the 5th. And that's our solution.